You wake up on your birthday and it feels like Tuesday. No countdown, no "it's my day" energy. No posts, no big plans. Just coffee, work, same playlist. And people around you don't know what to do with that. They say, "Wait, you're not celebrating? Like you just confessed you don't believe in weekends." But here's the twist. For some people, treating their birthday like a normal day isn't sadness. It's not being cold. And it's definitely not always low self-esteem. Sometimes it's one of the most psychologically revealing things about them. So what's really going on in the mind of someone who doesn't make a big deal out of their birthday? Let's decode it. Number 1, they don't need external validation to feel real. Most birthday traditions are built on one thing: attention. Messages, calls, a room full of people proving you matter. And there's nothing wrong with that. Humans are social. We're wired for belonging. But some people learned how to self-validate early, not in a motivational quote way, in a survival way. They don't feel more valuable because 20 people typed HBD at midnight, because in their mind, value isn't something you receive, it's something you carry. Psychologists connect this to an internal locus of control, meaning they're more likely to believe their life is shaped by their choices, not by other people's approval. So if no one celebrates them, it doesn't erase them. And if everyone celebrates them, it doesn't inflate them. It just stays steady. Number 2, they've been burned by expectations. Here's the quiet truth. Birthdays create a script. People expect you to be happy. They expect you to have fun. They expect the day to feel magical. And if it doesn't, you feel like you're failing your own birthday. That's why some people opt out. Because once you've had a birthday that disappointed you, people forgot, plans fell apart, someone didn't show up, someone ruined the mood, your brain starts associating birthdays with emotional risk. So the next year, you lower the stakes and then lower them again, until the safest plan becomes no plan. This is classic protective behavior, not dramatic, not weak, just strategic. It's your mind saying, if I expect nothing, nothing can hurt me. And yes, that can look like emotional independence, but sometimes it's emotional armor. Number 3, they're highly sensitive to social comparison. Birthdays aren't just personal, they're public. Even if you don't post, you still feel it. Other people's surprise parties, trips, cakes, gifts, big friend groups. And suddenly your own life gets measured against someone else's highlight reel. This taps directly into social comparison theory. We evaluate ourselves based on what we see others receiving. So if someone already dislikes performative social moments, their birthday becomes a spotlight they never asked for. They don't want the "where are you celebrating" questions. They don't want the pressure to prove they're loved loudly. Because for them, love doesn't need an audience. Sometimes the most confident people are the ones who don't turn life into a stage. They'd rather be private than impressive. Number 4, they value meaning over ritual. Some people don't hate birthdays, they just don't connect with the ritual. Because deep down, their brain doesn't think in dates, it thinks in milestones. They don't feel transformed because the calendar flipped. They feel transformed when they learn something, when they overcome something, when they become someone they respect. This leans into personality traits like high conscientiousness and high introspection. They're more likely to track personal growth quietly. So while others want a party, they want clarity. Their birthday celebration might be a long walk, a journal entry, a gym session, a plan for the next year. Not because they're boring, because they're intentional. They don't need a candle to make a wish. They make a plan and execute it. Number 5, they're emotionally selective, not emotionally distant. This one gets misunderstood the most. People assume if you don't celebrate your birthday, you must not like people. Not true. Some people love people, they just hate forced closeness. Birthdays create obligation. You have to reply to messages. You have to act grateful. You have to host energy you may not have. And if you're the type with strong boundaries or high emotional intelligence, you know your limits. You'd rather have one real conversation than 20 shallow greetings. You'd rather celebrate with one person who sees you than with a room full of people who know your name. That's not isolation, that's selectivity. And psychologically, that often shows secure attachment or learned boundary setting. They know connection is quality, not quantity. So they treat the day normally because they don't want relationships that only activate when the calendar tells them to. They want people who show up randomly, on ordinary days, when nothing is being celebrated, because that's the real test. Now here's the part nobody says out loud. Sometimes treating your birthday like a normal day is strength, and sometimes it's a signal. If you're avoiding your birthday because attention feels unsafe, because you expect disappointment, because you secretly feel undeserving, then it's not being chill, it's pain disguised as maturity. But if you're treating it normally because you feel stable, grounded, and complete, then you're not missing out, you're just living differently. So the takeaway is simple. A birthday isn't a measure of your worth, it's a mirror of your psychology. Some people want celebration because they're hungry for connection. Some people avoid it because they're protecting a wound. And some people ignore it because they've outgrown the need to prove anything. So ask yourself one question. Are you treating your birthday like a normal day because you're free or because you're guarded?